Hello, this is the TradeTech Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, February 25th, 2018, ending Friday, March 2nd. 2 months of the year gone down already. Unbelievable. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. This is the daily chart of the dollar itself, obviously. Didn't do much this last week, came back up a little bit, but still hanging very close to one-year lows. Let's look through the major indices on the daily charts. Then we'll look at the intra-week action, go from there. So here's the euro dollar, kind of the inverse of the dollar as it has been for a while. Here's the pound dollar. Didn't do much different here as well. It was kind of a narrow week. Euro yen hasn't done anything for months. Aussie dollar came back down a little bit this week. Pound yen, dead flat for the week. Pound Swiss, also flat for the week. And the New Zealand dollar down a little bit. In terms of the intra-week action, here's 30-minute candles on the euro dollar. High to low for the week is only 180 pips. That's pretty light. There was a little bit of action Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday was dead. A little spike on Thursday, going into Thursday, and then Friday was pretty dead as well. The pound dollar, high to low for the week, 200, almost 200 pips. A really choppy action. It wasn't really any one good solid day in there. So I would say, while the rest of the world's markets have been pretty interesting, the Forex side has been kind of uneventful for the last couple of weeks, unfortunately. We had some winners, we had some losers, a couple of things that carried over, but nothing elaborately interesting. Let's go through the economic data coming out this week. So nothing on Sunday. UK High Street lending on Monday at 4:30 a.m. New home sales here in the U.S. at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Trade balance in New Zealand that night. We've got CPI out of Japan, and then the German and Spanish CPI numbers. M3 money supply out of Europe and private loans. Got the Italian 10-year bond auction. Core durable goods orders here in the U.S. Goods trade balance here in the U.S. Preliminary wholesale inventories here in the U.S. That's all at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. Housing price index here in the U.S. S&P Composite housing price index also at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Consumer confidence here in the U.S. at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Richmond manufacturing index at the same time. Tuesday, annual budget release out of Canada. Visitor arrivals out of New Zealand. Japan's got preliminary industrial production and retail sales. Consumer confidence out of the UK. Private credit sector credit out of Australia. Manufacturing PMI and non-manufacturing PMI out of China. Japan's got housing starts, UBS consumption indicator out of Switzerland, German consumer climate, French consumer spending, and CPI and GDP. We've got German unemployment change, Credit Suisse economic expectations, CPI flash estimate out of Europe, that's their CPI, the broad European sector, then the Italian preliminary CPI. Again, this is all Wednesday early. You've got the Canada's got their RMPI and IPPI. Got the second look at GDP here in the U.S. for the fourth quarter. Remember the advanced number January, that's the big one, so this is not a huge deal. Chicago PMI at 945, pending home sales at 10, crude oil inventories at 1030. New Zealand's got their overseas trade index. Australia's got their AIG manufacturing index. Japan's got capital spending. Got the final manufacturing PMI out of Japan. Caxton manufacturing PMI out of China. 10-year bond auction out of Japan. Japan's consumer confidence at midnight Thursday. Commodity prices out of Australia. GDP out of Switzerland. Nationwide HPI out of the UK. Swiss retail sales, Spanish manufacturing PMI, Swiss manufacturing PMI, Italian manufacturing PMI, French and German same, and then the broad European sector. Italian unemployment rate, it's the monthly number. UK manufacturing PMI and money supply out of the UK. Unemployment rate out of Europe, 10-year bond auction out of Spain and France. Current account out of Canada. Core PCE price index out of the U.S. along with personal spending and income. And the unemployment claims, that's the weekly number at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Manufacturing PMI and final manufacturing PMI in the U.S. ISM manufacturing PMI, construction spending, and then natty gas. That's the the weekly number on Thursday. Total vehicle sales here in the U.S. Building consents, household spending, and Tokyo core CPI, unemployment rate, monetary base, HIA, new home sales. We've got the out of Australia, German retail sales and import prices, Spanish unemployment change, construction PMI out of the UK, PPI out of Europe, GDP out of Canada, and then revised University of Michigan sentiment out of Europe. And that is it. So it'll be an interesting week. Not a lot going on, obviously, data-wise, but hopefully things widen out a bit here in Forex. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.